All right, there it is. Let's get ready. We got everybody's ready already. Blah, 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 blah. And we're going to count it down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. We gotta figure out how to get Trey in on comms one of these days, you know? Trey's a busy man with his max out club and his CTWC and his rich, full life, family and friends and interests and businesses. But one of these days, I want to get him in on comms. You know, he's got kids and businesses. You had coffee with Trey earlier, and he said he would never join you. Oh, you want me to reshuffle the players from brightest to least bright? From brightest to dankest colors? All right, 80,000 for Alex, 97,000 for Peek, 77,000 for Ian, and 38,000 for Luis. I know Luis has been in Masters. I don't know if Peek has, but Luis is qualified for Masters. I think he's just bad capture. Also, hello, forgot to say. Oh, well, thank God. Everybody, if you haven't said hello yet in chat, we need you to go ahead and say hello. And also, if you intend on lurking, please let us know you're lurking. Thank you. 93,000 for Alex, 126 for Peek, 148 Ian, 111 for Luis. Hello, brother. Just want you to know, brother. No matter what, we've got your back, all right, brother? LOL. All right, 194 Peek, 121 Alex. 195 Ian, 134 Luis. Long time lurker, first time caller. You're so lurking right now. All right, well, this is the red bracket, our final bracket. The winner, Z-Wing is live, everyone, just so you know. Oh, you can't see it because I'm not in the two-way scene, but Z-Wing is live. $216 for Alex, 243 for Peek, 248 Ian, 227 for Luis. And yeah, I don't know what's up with Peek's and Ian's washed out colors there, but is Luis Das? I don't remember. Luis, if you could spell out in Tetris pieces whether you're Das or Tap, we would appreciate that. Thank you. Just literally spell out the word tap in Minos. All right, Alex gonna Tetris 335, Peek 364. So we got a horse race on the left side. Some nice score to lines ratios here. I'm not really looking Moodus. This is really tough. I got to admit, the way I've set this up is I have Tetris tournaments 3 Saturdays in a row, and it's kind of hard, I got to admit. So if any of you guys are restreamers of classic Tetris matches and you have an interest in taking over the Futures and Community Wrap-Up event, let me know. maybe I'll agree to let you do it. I mean, I'm not going to pay you. But you'll get exposure. All right, 387 for Ian, 365 for Luis. 398 for Alex, 443 for Peek. Yeah, exposure, guys. Come on. I can't pay you money, but here's exposure. So that other people can hire you without paying you as well. That's good. 444 for Alex, 491 for Peek. And look at this. We're all closing in on transition. We all got like around the same range of scores. Alex is going to transition at 469. Where's Kingsman? Is awful vulgar language allowed while restreaming? Yeah, it's your stream. Like if it's on your channel, you can do it. I mean, stay within Twitch's guidelines, but it's your stream. Peek with a weird looking board, needs a long bar. Oh, takes a triple into a Tetris. 529 for him, 490 for Ian, 463 for Luis. There's a lot of Tetris on the screen right now, my guys. And Luis is going to top out 464. Ian is good. So there you go. There's a little bit less Tetris to look at for a moment. Alex 558, Peek 585. Ian is ready, and Luis says he is tapped. Just need a ready from Luis. Oh, Alex with a kind of weird placement there. I don't know if he just kind of lost control there somehow. Luis says ready, so we're going to count down the right side. Ian and Luis. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. It says quarterfinals. Who wrote that? What is wrong with people? I mean, you hire people to do a job and they can't even do it. Round 1. We'll fix it in post, guys. 691 for Alex, 690 for Peek. We will look at this match instead of the boring one that's just starting. Alex piling up long bars on the left side. Board getting a little scary. And, oh, he hangs a long bar on the left. That's going to seal off that left side for Alex. He's going to top out at 692. Peek is already there. And we're going to give Peek his heart. Like the Tin Man. There it is. You had heart all along, Peek. Oh, Jeff is live now. There's all these people going live. Alright, so Peek, if you want to be a bro, we can go ahead and get this going. I'm getting tired, my dudes. Getting tired. Unless you're on PB pace or something. So Alex says ready. He's just going to refresh. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, it looks like he left his Tetris game out like at the beach or something. It just came back. You know, you ever find like somebody's cooler that they left out there and it just gets bleached out? It's like this weird color and you can kind of see through it. Like that. All right, Peek is ready. Let's count it down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And all right, he said no, you did a little level 8 start there. All right, 128 for Ian, 109 for Luis. Luis is going to Tetris, though, 138, so he's back by about a half a Tetris. Next month will be the 2-year anniversary of my first ever CTM. So what do you think about that? I have absolutely nothing planned. No festivities whatsoever. And then 2 months after that will be the 3rd anniversary of Classic Tetris Monthly. And we have absolutely nothing planned. Typical introvert. This big event, don't plan anything. 93,000 for Alex, 74,000 for Peak. On the right side, Ian 247, Luis 216. And of course, we've already been doing Tetris Deathmatch over 2 years. That started out on my own channel. So look at that. We're starting to... I'm becoming a solid industry veteran presence. Yeah, we'll do a DAS tournament right after round 1 of CTWC because there will be no DAS players still around. They will not be playing in a tournament anymore, so they will be available. All right, 343 for Ian, 291 for Luis. Feels DAS, man. All right, we got a match over on the right. 367 to 338. Tetris and a half. Ian's gonna Tetris 390. Luis is waiting. And bang, Tetris for Luis 384. Oh, well, I appreciate that there, Amy Gum. On the left side, 305 for Alex, 247 for Peak. Alex has, he's doing well. Doing very well at this stage of the line count. Just trying to make up for a little bit of a weird placement. He's doing it. Tetris, no problem. 350 for him, 293 for Peak. And on the right side, 443 for Ian, 437 for Luis. They are approaching the changeover to level 19. You know it's going to be really good? Like, people have been like railing on not saying pace in the online community for so long. And then when Chris Tang and James Chen and BSG 400, oh my god, 4000, what is his name? Chris Bidwell. When they start saying pace, they're gonna get roasted in chat. They're gonna get so roasted. 478 for Ian, 512 for Luis. And so transitions have happened on the right side, so please be supportive, you know? 515 for Ian, 523, 7,000 point difference. It's pretty close. All right, Ian, yeah, all right, gets the long bar, gets another long bar. Had to place that O in a place that wasn't great on the left side, but a couple of Tetrises will get it stacked back to safety, no problem. So he's at 572. Luis is gonna Tetris into the lead, 580. Both on the green level, same number of lines. Alex and Peak here, 521 for Alex, 449 for Peak. They are approaching transition. Well, what are you supposed to say? Offset well? You want to call it? You want to have a, because technically there's no center well, technically. Unless you want to say like column 6 is the center or something. So then you could just call it an offset well. You want to say offset. You want to say a third column well. I can't count columns that quickly, okay? That's right. Put it in column 5.5. Well, all right. If you don't want to call them center, middle, because they're in the middle of the outside wells. 604 for Ian. 671. Luis is going to Tetris 702. Transitions have happened on the left side. 612 for Alex. That's a big one. 553 for Peek. Alex with a nice dirty well in the middle. Or offset well. Whatever. All right. Merg is going on my S list. That's it. Sorry, Merg. 668 for Alex. 586 for Peek. 678 for Ian. They are on the gray and red level. 90,000 point lead for Luis. Ian's up 1-0. And I can't see where the pieces are on this level. So there you go. Ian with a nice Tetris 759. He's back within about 55,000 points. So 2 Tetrises. So he's got a shot. There's a Tetris 794. Still got that same lead. Does Luis. But Luis is nice and clean. Ian gets another Tetris 830. Ian back by 1 Tetris. Is Luis going to get another Tetris? And possibly not. And this is an opening for Ian. Ian's going to take the lead 866 into kill screen. And Luis is going to top out. And Ian is good. What a chase down. Ian with the heart. Peek here is in the process of topping out 722. And Alex is going to get a heart. So let's add one for Ian. Where's Ian? Excuse me. All right, there it is, guys. The value of perseverance. It was down by a big margin for a while, but just stick with it. And there you go. Look at, you've learned a life lesson today. So Alex and Peek are tied 1 game apiece. Ian up 2-0 over Luis. Thank you so much for the sub, Unter Legend. All right, Alex needs a minute. That's fine. He needs to go pee. So everybody please go pee while you have a chance. Should we build in a pee break? Like just literally have a pee break slide and everyone gets up and goes pee. And it's 2 minutes and like, or you know, whatever else you need to do. And we'll just coordinate it. We'll just say, this is when everyone goes. And then we'll all come back and we'll know that we each did that. And then it'll just be a weird, shared, intimate, awkward moment amongst 300 people. And please wash your hands. Yes, come back. Wash your hands. But in the meantime, we got a ready from Ian, a ready from Peek, a ready from Luis, and we're going to do a countdown for everybody, so. That's right. There'll be a separate one for that, Chirpy Dude. Alex is currently washing his hands, everyone. We'll do a simul countdown. All right, and he's completely washed. Now, did you dry your hands? If not, like rub them on your pants so that, you know, they're very, because if you have wet hands on a controller, it's bad. All right, so we said ready. Let's count it down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Maybe we won't have the P slide when we're on CTWC. Maybe just when we're doing lesser events. On our other channel. Ian, you already gave her ready. You said ready up there. Okay, there you go. He's ready. We won't know how much that P break has affected our players, right? We'll never know. What kind of chaos and disorder has been introduced into the universe as a result? We'll never know. He totally disrupted the timeline with that P break. Oh snap, Night Tetris. Alright, Luis is in a bad way right now. And it's going to take some doing to get out of this if he even can. Oh my god, and the entropy of the P-break may have affected Luis, and Luis is topped out, and Ian gets heart number 3. And Ian is in. Merg. All right, 207 for Alex. We'll switch over in a moment. $207 for Alex, 133 for Peek. And it should be, what, 1-1, right? All right, 240 Alex. Peak 207. Alex is going to Tetris. So I think we got it. There we go. Oh my god. You guys have no idea. If people calling out Trey. Stop lurking, Trey. Do you remember the Yanni lurking command we used to have like a million years ago? Maybe we need a Trey lurking command. Is, you know, put in Trey and it says Trey is indeed lurking. All right, Alex trying to get his board back in order. Long bar dependency. All right, clears it out with a double. Still not great. But getting it taken care of, and that's a nice clear in the center of his stack. It needs an L or a J, but decides to fill it. Long bar or an L. Has to fill it. And he's getting there. Alright, looks like he's out of danger. Of course, how many times you say that and then they're not. 286 for Alex. Meanwhile, Peak 346 has taken a substantial lead throughout this lengthy burning situation for Alex. Tied 1-1. Tetris for Alex 360, so he's actually made up some of this lead already. And Peak is not quite Tetris ready. We'll see if he decides to stay with this Tetris center well. And I don't know, it's like he can't decide, honestly. And he's just going to fill it in and transition the well. 383 for Alex. Alex is going to Tetris back into the lead. So he lost the lead. He recovers the lead. He's ahead by 6 lines, though, so it's actually probably pretty neck and neck. But there's a Tetris. And both players now set up, ready, waiting. And despite the different colors, this is the same level. And both players are about a pixel off on the stencil. So I'm going to take them back to stencil school. They will not be joining the Stencil Hall of Fame with T-Bricks and Moodus. And I guess fridaywitch can go in the Stencil Hall of Fame for being the developer of the first proto stencil. All right, transition for both. Alex is going to Tetris. All right, Peek really wants a long bar now. Gets it. Sneaks it over. There's a nice combo triple for Peek. Bang, Tetris Peek. 548 back into the lead. Alex not ready to score yet. But he is now. So Peek's waiting. Alex is waiting. Alex gets one back into the lead. Another Tetris for Peek. 580. Seesawing back and forth. All right, 610 Alex, 592 Peek. Tetris Peek, 619. All right, Peek back in Tetris contention. Gets the long bar over 650. Alex having to burn down a bit. Oop, kind of snapped a piece back there. Alex is Tetris ready, 628. All right, Peek kind of a little bit Monka right here. Oh no, and that's gonna do it for Peek. Peek tops out 654. Kind of all of a sudden, but that's 19 for you. And Alex is good and gets the heart. Player 1, heart 2. All right, let's get readies from both. Ian awaits. All right, Alex is ready. Peek's ready. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And yeah, no chicken sandwich for Vandy this weekend, I don't think. But he's thinking about chicken sandwich, obviously. He's bringing it up, right? I don't know why Alex is 6. Alex should be 3. Sometimes I cannibalize these scenes for other uses and then stuff gets changed, so we'll fix it in post. There you go. I think what I'll have is there's this great product that's out there. It's like a 1.5 ounce 9-inch diameter like a round of cheese, and you can like use it like a tortilla or a wrap or something like that. And I've just been like, it's a secret to my diet success during COVID. It's pretty much, you can like use it like a wrap, or you can like microwave it and get it slightly crispy like a taco thing, and pretty much put everything in there like a taco. So it's like just having that, low carbonate, whatever, no bread, no sugar, very rare. Once in a while somebody will like slip me a straight Oreo or something, but other than that. All right, we got an unintentional extra long move thing set up, but oh boy, that's not good for Alex. And yeah, didn't work for Alex. Alex gonna top out 96,000. Peek gets the heart, and we have something here, you know. I've actually been really thirsty for a while, and when you got a thirst like this, there's only one thing that can satisfy it. That is a decider. The decider. Big D cider. There it is. The Big D cider. Right in your face. Moving around the screen. Oh my god. Crazy. There it is. Put the D cider right up here, so you know it's a D cider. Or should we put it down here? I'll put it up here. All right. We got it ready from Peek, ready from Alex. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Decider time. Tetris. The winner's gonna face Ian. That's right. Ian getting ready. He's palming basketballs. He's doing a finger spin of basketballs. Oh my god. Alright, couple Tetrises here for Alex. Pete gets the second one. Alex is ahead in push down points. That's one of the disadvantages of finishing your opponent off early is you gotta wait. So Alex's board is Monka S, and he's gonna have a hard time burning here. Can't get a piece over. Alex is gonna top out, and Peek is good. Peek gets the heart. Alex, in heartbreaking fashion, is gonna top out, and Peek will be moving on into an immediate game against Ian. So thank you so much, Alex. Love having you here representing Romania. I have a lot of Romanians playing, so you know, spread it around. Go put up some posters in some coffee shops and tell people to play Tetris. All right, thank you. All right, so let's get all this set up. Ian is 6. There we go. Get rid of some hearts. Let's change this from whatever it was to quarterfinals. Quarterfinals? Is that what it is? Oh my god. There it is. And let's get rid of, yeah, hearts. Goodbye, hearts. Well, if you need a... How big is that basketball? Yeah, is that an extra small basketball, Ian? Alright. That's the quarterfinals. I mean, this is the quarterfinals. That was round 1. Ian is 7 feet, Kappa. Alright, yeah, Peek 1. Let's get it ready. We got one for Peek, and we need one from Ian, and then we can start. There it is. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh my god, it's neck and neck. 0 to 0. Oh my god. And then this will be it. We'll have 4 semifinalists. And, you know, after this match, we have 3 matches left. That's it. 2 semifinals matches, a finals match. Then we're wrapping it, going home. We're going to eat our thing that we normally eat for lunch. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I might make pork tacos or something and then put them in those special cheese taco shell things. You know? Yeah, and then I got to do this again next week. What am I doing? So yeah, I really need someone who is an experienced restreamer, and I think we're going to do it on Monthly Tetris, to take over the Futures and Challengers thing, or a rotation or something. Because, oh my god. I'm dying. Thanks for the raid, Kibby. 118 for Ian, 120 for Peek. This is an intriguing matchup, to say the least. Yeah, we're gonna do some stuff over there. We're gonna keep a couple events here on CTWC. You know, I mean, they need us, right? They really need us. Where would CTWC channel be without CTM? They really do need us, so Gonna continue to help them out a bit, but we're gonna do some stuff on monthly Tetris too. Which Tetris players do I hang out with in real life? None of them. But there is a secret Discord of like older Tetris players. People who are more like 30s, 40s. And that's kind of my preferred chill spot, if that makes sense. Yeah, almost all DAS players. 242 Ian, 179 Peak. 30 and over. But even 30 is too young sometimes. Because Alex Alejandro is in there and he doesn't quite fit in. He's a little too young. $248 for Ian, $229 for Peak. Is Jeff in there? Listen, I mean, you know, we got some people in there, don't worry. Well, you get 2 more years Colossal Failure, and then you can come into our Discord. $263 for Peak, $307 for Ian. I'm not gonna tell you who's in there. That's right. So my favorite channels are like where we post pictures of old devices that we used to have. That's a good one. Also old memes, you know, like 10, 15-year-old memes is a really good channel. $354 for Ian, $333 for Peak. Like, you know, more like hey guys, here's what my first computer looked like. Here's my first like electronic keyboard. Here's what like my Palm Pilot that I used to have. I don't know, it's kind of fun, nostalgic. Because I like devices. 401 for Ian, 380 for Peak. All your base art belong to us. There's not a, I mean, there's, yeah, the old meme channel. Hey, it's Richard. See, I want to allow Richard in there because ultimately, Richard is one of us. But he's too young to be allowed in there. But in spirit, Richard is one of us. Richard is wiser and older than his years, I'll tell you that. 418 for Ian, 496 for Peak. In the old people Discord, Richard. $519 for Peak, 2 lines away from transition. Oh no, what's going to happen? He's going to get the triple, but what a board at transition for Peak. 525. What is he going to do? And pieces aren't helping him out. He's going to top out 525. So Ian needs to get to 526, basically. Thank you, Pumpy. And Ian's got a shot here. And Ian gets a Tetris 517. He's another 8,000 points. There's a triple. And, you know, it can be a little shocking. There's 526, and Ian is good. Ian gets the heart. I was worried there for a second. But, you know, it is kind of a shock. It's like a change that you have to sort of deal with when you find out your opponent topped out. Man, not easy. So Ian is good. Oh, Ian is happy. There you go. There's a couple of people who are like, you know, I would want to make honorary members of that Discord, but it's not fair. All right, we got a ready from Ian and a ready from Peak. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Jeez. Oh my god. Look at these notifications you get. Cooldown complete. Hype train is ready to leave the station. Because they want you to start talking about, like, subscriptions and all that stuff again. Every 2 hours. What is Twitch turning us into? You know? It used to be about community, and now they want me to talk about your Twitch Prime subscription and, you know, emotes and all that stuff. It's wrong. Listen, I can tell who's over 30, believe me. I know. All right, 50,000 for Ian, 31,000 for Peak. Doge. Shh. All right, 53,000 for Ian, 57,000 for Peak. There's no like, see, in over 30 Discord, there's no edge lording, there are no chains, there's no spam, just people talking about stuff, you know. It's like, hey, look at it. I like this music. You should listen to it. And then we listen to it and say, yeah, that was pretty cool. Like, oh my god. What a concept. 105 for Peak, 124 for Ian. Yeah, we talk about ham radio. Talk about our mortgages. 148 for Ian, 150 for Peak. Yeah, sure. I'll stream with a scanner. You want me to stream with a scanner? Yeah, like young people Discords are all like just like deep fried memes and just crap that I don't care about or understand, or like references to anime or whatever stupid crap. Then old people Discords are just like chill places to hang out. So I like it. Discrimination works in that one instance. Otherwise, it's bad. All right, 242 for Ian, 203 for Peak. All right, Peak with the Tetris 231. Ian's up 1-0 here. Classic Tetris Monthly Challengers Quarterfinals. The winner becomes a semi-finalist and will become one of 4 people to compete for the finals. And from there, the person will try to win and be allowed to play in the Masters event next week. It's amazing. 271 Ian, 257 for Peak. I am saying that people over 30 are better. In fact, I've always thought that. Even when I was a teenager, I did not like teenagers. I just thought they were annoying. But actually, I've come to modify that view. Now that I'm older, I think teenagers are better. I think today's teenagers are better than teenagers were when I was a teenager. To be honest. 346 for Ian, 333 for Peak. In a lot of ways. Some ways they're not, some ways they are. Clean stack Peak, clean stack Ian. Peak with a Tetris. He's back by half a Tetris now. Yeah, now that they're paying my mortgage, teenagers aren't so bad. All right, 422 for Ian, 406 Peak. And we are we're transitioning like right now. So there's Peak 484 transition. Ian's gonna transition higher. Ian set up. And game not being very forgiving. So he's gonna take a double into transition. But set up for a Tetris. Well, he's gonna have to burn it down. So 502 now for Ian. Peak is at 500. And Peak's going for it. Well, he was going to go for it for a second, but Longbar didn't come. Peak's board, not fabulous at the moment. Having to tuck some stuff here, which is never fun on 19. And Peak now just kind of fighting to stay alive, middle of the board. Left side, a little Monka S. What's the best credit card to use? No credit card. Peak's gonna top out at 509 and Ian is good. Heart number 2. Ian can go ahead and top out. Pay cash. Pay down. Listen, kids. Pay down all your debt as aggressively as you can. And then never borrow money again. Ian, you're good. You can top. It is good. All right, Peak is ready. Ian, now, Ian, are you really ready? Are you like really, really ready? All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Richard, you get all those same benefits for using a credit card branded debit card. That's right. Well, somebody in this on this broadcast has paid down $64,000 in debt this year. Someone has. Oh, well, yeah, if you're going to pay off your balances each month, sure, go ahead and get some points. But, like, all right, let's say most of these cards are like 1% cash back. It's like you're going through a lot of trouble. You know, if you're going to charge, let's say you charge like all your spending on it, like you're going to spend $20,000 a year on it to make what? $200? Really? So it's a lot of effort with a lot of risk. It's a lot better to have no payments. To literally know that every dollar you earn, you can do with whatever you want. Well, that's true. $200 is 40 tier 1 subs, so if you get some extra credit card money, 136 for Ian, 173 for Peak. Yeah, Rory knows. Don't have any debt. You want to have a credit card and collect your little rewards and all that crap. You get your miles and all that stuff, but most people honestly can't handle doing that. Because they're going to go, like, they have an emergency, they're going to go right to the credit card. They won't have any cash built up. And then they'll get in trouble. And they'll fall behind. And then life will suck and they'll get depressed. 193 for Ian, 209 for Peak. Yeah, most people aren't able to do that colossal failure, though. It takes a lot of discipline. You think this culture has a lot of discipline? I don't. 238 for each player through 72 lines, so that's pretty close. You might say it's neck and neck. Whoa, whoa, whoops, hey, hello. There we go. What happened there? I misclicked. Rigged. Totally rigged. Alright, Peak's got a longbar dependency in the middle of his stack. It burns one line. And can't do anything about it. So he burns that one line. He's set up for a Tetris on top of it. Takes a triple. Where's the Tetris? There it is. 320 for Peak. You can't take any slide seriously. With SpongeBob on them, I take them more seriously when they have SpongeBob on them. $418 for Ian, 357 for Peak. Ian up 2 games to none. Approaching transition here. Nice, clean board. Can squeeze in 2 more potentially. Let's see if the pieces fall Ian's way. There's one. And either way, Ian will transition higher than Peak. No, Ian's going to take the burn into 19. He's not going to mess around. You know, if it doesn't come within, you know, a couple of pieces, just burn it down. And chances are, yeah, you're going to find a Tetris in the next 4 or 5 lines anyway. And that Tetris is worth more than the one you're building up, right? It's worth a few extra points, 24,000 as opposed to 22,800. So, yeah, you try to kill yourself to get cheap Tetrises, like, right before transition. Usually not worth it. All right, Ian is cleared down now. Back to safety, 528. Peak, 465. Yeah, I'm gonna make some sort of tacos after this. Sue is at the movies. And I'm like, what are you going to a movie for? Are you out of your mind? You realize there's a pandemic? Kingsman, you can come over for tacos if you let a gringo make you a taco. We're getting deep into the playlist, guys. 582 for Ian, 570 for Peak. basically same line count. I know I'm not like authentic, you know, Ecuadorian like Kingsman is. Kingsman was Ecuadorian just long enough to qualify for a Latin America qualifier, by the way. He's like speaking Spanish for like a week going into that qualifier. I haven't heard him say boo in Spanish ever since. Come on now. 647 for Ian, 622 for Peek. And challenging kind of bottom of the board for Peek here, 638, especially being back, you know, 85,000 points. We are on the gray and red level. And, oh, misdrop for Peek. That is not going to help his chances. Ian's in a good spot right now, but getting up a little bit high. And those, oh man, that board, I can't handle it. All right, Ian is not in a good place at the moment. Ian's going to top out 731. So Peek needs to get to 731. He's got 15 lines until kill screen to do it. He's building up for a Tetris and gets it. So he's going to need 2 of those. And he knows that he's in trouble. Oh, and he misshifts. That's going to throw his timing off. And Peek is going to top out. And Ian is good. Hey, now. But kudos to Peek, right? Like, he knew he had to build up, knew he couldn't burn down, built for 1 Tetris, really had to build for 1, maybe 2 more. And he went for it, and it just didn't work. Misshift did him in, but GG's to Ian. Going to the semifinals. So, yeah, there you go. Let us take a look at our beautiful brackets. There's our bracket. And I can't believe Remainings and Jerpy Dude are still here after hours. Still hanging out with us.